Bro, that does
What?
not look like a Pachimari.
Well, it switched it to that, and I can't find my Pachamari now.
Oh, nice. Well,
Uh, there he is.
yeah, there he is. Well, hi guys, welcome to stream number 77. As always, it's Exit the Burrito here for Garbage Gang, stream number 77. Joined by Slightly Portly. Say hi, man.
Hello, I'm slightly portly.
Yeah, dude. And Indigo151 is here as well. I don't think he'll be joining us. Say,
I'm
how's it
not
going?
here.
Huh?
I'm
Yeah,
not here.
I'm not here. Don't tell him I'm here.
Don't talk to me, bro.
Bro, don't lie to them.
Don't tell them
um,
where I'm at.
it's fair enough. Alright, only one more damage competitive, and then we can do whatever. Definitely want to get that last damage rank. So yeah, so this weekend had a good old fun convention here in good old South Bend, Indianams. Oh hey, oh I did want him on. Hell yeah! I hope he. I gotta give me a second. I gotta invite him to the party. um. Also, shit. If he joins us, I kind of want to play some GTA tonight too. I'm
Great
sure he'd be down.
teacher Onizuka.
Great teacher
What
Onizuka?
about it?
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah. Well, you said GTA. It's kind of similar.
How? That has an
GTO.
O. GTO, bro.
Man, just that one letter difference.
Um, but I do hear that show's good. I've never seen it. But yeah, so good old Raymond
The English
Cons.
dub is amazing. I want to
Is it?
clarify. Because it's got Stephen Bloom and a couple other, like, now famous voice actors, but they're doing, like, 20 people because, you know, it's a school class.
Sure.
And they just have the same voice actors. So you just have like one guy who's very obviously Steve Bloom, but he's doing like a stoner fucking voice,
Hell yeah.
and variations of such. Where do I go?
But man, after a very fun Ramen Con, tons of stuff happened. You know, we had our first panel. I got to rep the Garbage Gang and the local wrestling scene. Hi, Andy. Welcome to the
What's
stream.
up? That's right. Welcome me to the stream.
And I'm really glad you're here, cause so I got your movie,
Oh,
and I'm ready to talk about it here in a bit.
it might not be tonight. I'm super tired.
Uh, I might have to break it down right away then, cause
Okay.
it was a very short movie. All right, I'll go through that first before I talk about convention stuff. Um, so this very day, I went and saw the film Rambo: Last Blood. And so I'll go. It was very short. It felt like I was only in there for like 30 minutes. I was only in the theater for an hour and 20. Uh,
I'm
so
gonna waste my time. At least don't make it a lot.
so the movie opens with our titular hero, I will refer to as Hulk Hogan.
That's
So
right.
good old man Hulk Hogan, now retired after being a anti-terrorist commando, has now retired to this old farm with his small uh, his small Mexican family with his daughter. I'm trying to think of a female Mexican wrestler. Um, Evilise. So good old Evilise is such a cute little girl. She's like, I don't know. She looks like she's like 14, but I think she's supposed to be older. And their aunt, Vicky Guerrero.
Bruh.
So they are all trying to live this peaceful, normal life. But young Evilise's father walked out on their family, and she wants answers more than anything, more than life itself. So she says, I'm going to Mexico to find him because my best friend found them, and their name is Sexy Star, and so Sexy Star found.
This is starting to sound like a porno.
But I assure you, these are all actual wrestler names. so Sexy Star has found where he is because she lives in Mexico, so she was somehow able to find that information.
Which the ODB.
So, fine. I'll play ODB. I mean, that works just as well.
Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong wouldn't work. Awesome Kong seems like such a nice person. So ODB, sorry, I'm getting like all crossed over here. So Evilise has decided. You know what? I'll go with I'm gonna change her name. So Sasha Banks has decided to go to Mexico anyway, despite her adopted father Hulk Hogan's wishes. After she goes there, meeting up with ODB, ODB is ogling her, talking shit, like kind of behind her back and stuff, and then eventually takes her to her father. Sasha Banks goes up, where she of course finds her father, Snoop Dogg, who has of course been. Literally, the scene is so weird. She opens the door, and it's like this woman, and she's like, "Who are you?" And what's going on? And he so Snoop Dogg comes up to the door and is like, "Don't worry, I'll explain later." So he talks to her, and literally what he says to her is. Or no, he says, "You look like your mother. It's been so long," and he says, or she asks him one question, and Sasha Banks asks Snoop Dogg why. Why did you leave us? And Snoop Dogg looks at her, and says, "When you were born, and I saw your mother, and you, and saw her dying of cancer, I realized I never cared about you. I never loved you, and then she was going to die and leave me with you when I never even wanted you." And I was like, wait, what? This movie escalated so fast. This was within the first 15 minutes. And this guy...
Hulk Hogan here for this?
No. He's not in Mexico
okay.
yet.
Spoilers for WrestleMania.
So good old. So after this, Sasha Banks is so grief stricken about all this, because who wouldn't be? Because like, holy shit, what the fuck? After this, clearly the best course of action, ODB decides, I'm gonna take her clubbing. She'll feel a lot better. So they go clubbing, where she gets drugged and kidnapped by the I guess the Mexican cartel, but they never call that, so I guess just a group of bad Mexican people. Which is exactly what Hulk Hogan warned us about. So, after this, they get word that she went up missing. And apparently it came from ODB. So they're like, all right, did she give us an address? So Hulk Hogan goes to find him, and after Hulkster finds ODB and talks to her, he realizes she's wearing her Sasha Banks' bracelet, and he's so devastated because this was her mother's. She'd never give this to you,
Okay,
brother.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right. You
Yeah.
gotta do it in Hulk Hogan voice.
Yeah, she would.
Good.
This was your mother's.
Hey,
She
your mama gave me this bracelet when she died and whatnot.
she. Hey, this was a mother's. No, it's not, no, you're right. I gotta do a Hulk. I gotta do the Hulkster. So let me tell you some ODB. That was that was Sasha Banks's mother's bracelet, and she'd never give it to you.
So ODB betrayed her.
Yeah, so you sold her out, brother. And he gives like his stern Hogan face. It was like breathing really heavily all through his nose into a microphone, like always. After all this, we go to the club where Hulk Hogan is looking for this guy that ODB finds and points him out, and then she runs off. After that,
Our man is super salty.
I believe it. Letter. So after good old Hulk Hogan finds this person, he fucking follows him to his van or his truck, where he then jabs him in the shoulder with the blunt end of his knife, and then uses said knife to stab him in the leg, and then reaches into the wound he pierced, where he then starts slowly digging into the wound till he gets a grip of his bone and starts snapping it until he until he threatens to rip it out of him. Rip it out of him. I'll rip it out of you, brother, if you don't tell me where she is.
No, dude, this guy's pissing me off.
And unfortunately, for him, Hulkamania did run wild on him, and so he had, so he was in a really bad spot. So they go.
I kind of wish you picked John Cena.
John Cena is the yeah, but like a big part of this movie is he's supposed to be like a tired old man. So I just felt like it worked so well to be Hulk Hogan. Because Cena's still got some years in him. He's getting up there, but he's not too bad. Hogan is way past his years, and he's only like I don't even think he's 70 yet. But man, he looks way older.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker. I mean, that would make sense too. So
No,
after
Hulk
he,
Hogan's the best choice.
yeah, I know it's it just makes it so much more ridiculous because it was.
Brother. If you guys want, you could jump on Monster Hunter. I'm fighting a great Jagras.
I was actually planning to try some GTA. If you were down. I just really wanted to get through my my last competitive match. Also, I wanted to play with my blimp some more because I haven't really had a chance to play with it that much. Oh, jeez, I got jumped. So after Hogan has found this person, and he led him to the girl, he gets surrounded by these Mexican people, I'm gonna say cartel, but I don't know because they never say it. They're just kind of a group of bad Mexican people.
It's banditos, dude.
So after a pretty intense scene where he gets cornered by like 30 people and then beaten to near death, we're treated to him being essentially just interrogated by the two leaders of these group of ne'er-do-wells, which are these brothers. So I'm going to go with brothers, these evil brothers. And among these evil brothers is I'll just make it easy, so I'm just gonna go with the Guerreros. So Chavo and Eddie corner him, and while being cornered by Chavo and Eddie, they essentially question what does this girl mean to you, and they find out that this must be his niño, and they decide to let him live. Although so Eddie, actually, you know what, Chavo decides to let him live because he's like oh man, I'm trying to think who works better. So Eddie decides to let him live because he feels it's better that he gets to live with the fact that now they were just going to use this girl and then let her go, and it was just that was going to be it. But now he has to live with the fact that her life is going to be hell because of him. And he'll have to live with that. But Chavito is not happy. He's like, well, no, we need to kill him now. And they're like, man, the fuck you. We're not gonna do it because I said we're not. That's pretty much it. So they leave him there, and then a young woman who is this local lady who just decides to help because he was near dead, and she's a journalist. God, female wrestlers. Just go with so I'll go with Paige. Yokozuna. Okay, fine. Yokozuna decides to help out, and so this young Mexican woman who is a journalist, Yokozuna, has decided to help him out because they're such a nice person, and they know what he's going through because they lost their daughter. So it passes 4 days while he's recuperating, and we see like shots of her going through this horrible stuff they do to her. And then he's like, "Oh, I gotta fight." So Hulk Hogan wakes up and he's like, "Oh, Yokozuna, brother, I gotta find these guys, and you gotta help me because it's your right, it's your duty. You know you gotta help me." And Yokozuna's like, "No, I shouldn't help you." And then he's like, "But you really should." And and then she's like, "Okay." And then then we cut to
Okay.
that's pretty much what like all of their interactions in this movie is. He's like, "You should really help me, brother." And then she's like, "No, I'll die." And he's like, "But you lost somebody like I did." And then she's like, "Yeah." And then they help. Then she helps out. It happens, thankfully, only twice, but like it's pretty stupid both times, and it does happen. So after this, Hulk Hogan finds out where they're holding her in this, like, essentially this whorehouse, and he takes a literal hammer and then just runs through this place, finding like dudes around and then beating them to death. very brutally with this hammer, and then Hulk Hogan's like, "Leave, get out of here!" And then all the women there are like freaking out and like saying, "No, we can't, or they'll kill us." All speaking just speaking Spanish. She like, of course, Hogan's like, "Oh, why are you speaking gibberish to me, brother?" Because yeah, because he's racist, exactly. So anyway, Hulk Hogan.
I don't speak Chinese, brother.
Oh man. So Hogan.
No, he just speaks Vietnamese.
So Hulk Hogan, after beating the guy near death, does find her. He finds Sasha Banks in this just essentially near catatonic state from a series of syringes and stuff that's really fucked her up. It's just a lot of injection marks on her arms and stuff. So he takes her to a car, talks to her. She starts to come to while he's trying to drive her home. She apologizes for everything that happened. He's like, "No, don't worry about it." He keeps trying to get her to stay awake. She eventually passes out. And he checks her pulse, and she unfortunately dies of an overdose. Sasha Banks has passed due to overdose. After which, brother, she was my favorite brother. So he takes her back to their home. The aunt, who's grief stricken, sees her and is just really depressed about it, and they bury her and everything. He then immediately decides, best course of action, I'm going to turn. I'm going to tell the aunt to leave. I'm going to tell Vicky Guerrero to get out of here. And then I'm going to turn the barn, this house, and this bunker under, this little cave underground, essentially it's just an old bunker, into a literal ultra-violent version of Home Alone, with just mines and, crossbows and shit everywhere, and we get to see him set up every single trap. And we see all of them get tripped later. Which I think is pretty fucking dope. So anyway, he then proceeds to head back to Mexico, where he finds the woman again, Yokozuna. And of course, Yokozuna is like, why did you come here? If you get spotted, we're both dead. And he's like, I need your help again, brother. We need to stop him. We need to make them feel the grief that we feel every day.
Stop Jim Cornette and Steve Austin.
And then one of my favorite scenes from the movie, one of my favorite lines from the movie is just is where she says, "No, it's they pass, and then we just have to grieve and move on. It's over." And his response, Hulk Hogan's response, is of course, "How is it over? It's over, brother, when I saw this innocent, gentle girl turn lifeless. It's not over. How is it ever over?" And it was delivered with the same kind of inflection of pure uselessness. It was just such a
ever over.
Yeah, it was just really bad, but I thought it was very funny. Both my buddy Adam and I both were just pretty cracking up at that one, that bit in the movie. So anyway, she helps because he makes a really good point. So Yokozuna helps out Hulk Hogan, and Hulk Hogan ends up finding Chavito and brutally stabs the hell out of all of his guards, and then follows him where he's apparently in the shower, and then kills him as well. We then cut to the morning, where police are surrounding the house and stuff, and Eddie comes and finds his body, which literally has no head anymore. And then it cuts to Hogan holding Chavo's head outside of his truck and drops it onto the road. Then we get like the whole scene of him setting up all these traps while we see Eddie and a team of his bad guys kind of setting up and being ready to attack, I guess. So they kind of set up pretty heavily for this battle, and
Probably got the whole Spirit Squad there.
yeah, it was exactly that's pretty good. so the Spirit Squad teamed with the Mean Street Posse, and
The Blue Meanie,
and,
Blue World Order.
yeah, I'm trying to think like all the useless and the job squad, and the and
Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino and the Edgeheads all have all decided to come help out, and so Eddie sends out all of the Jobber tag teams to back him up. It's funny that like four of those teams still held gold though. And there's so many great teams that don't. Oh, dude, you know what? I'm gonna every time I get to talk about one of them, I'm gonna switch what jobber to name them. So after, so good old Hulk Hogan has set up all of his evil traps to stop the bad men. They rush the place. Admittedly, the rest of the movie is just pure insane badass action, and it's pretty fucking awesome. Like, admittedly, it made the 40 minutes of setup totally worth it to get just like 30 minutes of just pure fucking awesome action. So Hulk Hogan, bye Isaac. So anyway, sorry, I'm in an intense match, so I'm like losing my train of thought. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens first.
Oh shit. Where's she at? Oh. Symmetra's. Oh, never mind. She's dead.
So good old Hulk, the Hulkster, has set up his first trap, which is a essentially bridge of landmines. So what that pretty much means is just there's landmines set up everywhere, and the second they drive in their like Humvees into the area, they all fucking get blown away.
Except it's Deuce and Domino first, because they're in their fucking lowrider.
No, obviously the first ones to go, Andy, is the Mexicools, because they're literally riding lawnmowers.
It's beer money. On
It's
their beer scooter.
on their their beer cooler scooters.
There's a bunch of teams at first.
Oh my god. I love wrestling. It's so fucking silly.
First one to make it there is Kurt Angle in the milk truck. Jobber.
Yeah, he's not a jobber. What are you talking about? Even then, he wasn't a jobber. Actually, that was like prime face. It's Kurt Angle.
Well, he started off as a badass, so.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I gotta move. Damn it. Um, so after that, one of my favorite kills, just because of how kind of silly it is. Oh my god, no one's gonna touch. Nope. God, I hate people. They easily could have. So good old Hulkster comes up with his first plan, which is to, or his second. This is the second tier of the plan, where he pops his head out of his little dome, and then essentially takes a pot shot at a dude and just blows him away. And of course, Headbanger Mosh just can't handle the gunfire. So after he's blown away instantly, they turn around and start returning fire at him. The others go to the barn. This, of course, being Deuce and Domino and the Edgeheads. So they go over there, and so he shoots. So like this liquid falls in the area, and he shoots at it. Good old Hulkster, and they all burst into flames. Because I guess it was some kind of gasoline. And then he just starts shooting them anyway while they're burning to death. So they all just go down real fast as he just wastes ammo. He then runs to the bunker where Eddie and all of his minions back him up, but his minions take charge. So then, Crash Holly trips the first trap, which of course is essentially a rake that's attached to the ceiling, which immediately falls into his chest, and then he walks up behind them and just blows his brains out with a shotgun.
Damn.
And I was like, Jesus! It was fucking...
Hulk Hogan's pissed. He's just pissed at this point.
Yeah. Well, we already knew that. They killed the little girl. We already knew he was pissed. Now he was just kind of doing what we pretty much expect. Literally, he did what I wanted from the entire movie. Brutally murdered people. Then of course we get like fun traps where I'm trying to think of more jobbers. Where Leapin' Lanny Poffo steps on a like spike strip essentially, and it bear traps him into his leg, and then Hulkster just nails him with a knife afterwards. Or when I'm struggling with the jobbers now. Or where James Ellsworth falls into just like literally just a pit with sharpened rebar. Oh, welcome back, Isaac. I'm trying to remember so many others. Fuck. So then, Takamichinoku and Funaki are on the other side of a wall, and he, as we saw earlier, he put a hole in that wall, which he then puts a sharpened pipe through, and then just waits until the guy starts to look through it, which he then just stabs into the dude's face. The guy, then Funaki next to him, decides to take his chance with it and just shoots at the wall rapidly, which unfortunately because he fell to the ground because he was ready, where he immediately, because he left a sharpened machete with a tiny hole at the bottom of the floor, which he then swings and slices Funaki's leg off, and then he walks around and just throws a knife into that dude's head.
From out of nowhere.
From out of nowhere. Uh,
Oh, we almost had that.
we should have, but yeah. Uh, uh, um, there was a lot more fucking kills, and they were all over the place. Um, but it essentially leads to the Hulkster taking a shot in the gut, and he's looking pretty beat up. Which Eddie Guerrero just used this opportunity to chase him and start just taking shots at him, which he catches him in the shoulder. After that, he knows he has the upper hand and uses that to keep following him. But this was all according to the Hulkster's plan, brother. So he has him follow him all the way down the hallway. Oh, Jesus. And after he follows him, the Hulkster set up a series of bombs all throughout the basement, which he then explodes, blowing up pretty much like the whole underground of this entire farm. He then, but Eddie, running as fast as he can, escapes just in the nick of time to survive. But he's kind of beat up, pretty tired. And he knows his last chance is to just find and shoot him. So he goes to shoot at him, but the Hulkster pulls one over on him, gets behind him, and then catches him with a bow and arrows, which he then keeps shooting him with and pins Eddie Guerrero to the barn's wall. He then slowly walks towards Eddie Guerrero, and Hulk Hogan just tells him, "Brother, I'm gonna tear your heart out of your chest, like you did to both of us, brother." And then he takes his knife and then stabs him in the chest and drags it down his chest, and then rips his heart out of his chest.
Oh my god.
Which I was instantly like, man, dude, that's the best fatality in this whole movie. So after that, he just looks at the heart. Best part is they play a heart beating noise. The heart is not moving or anything, but they still play the sound of a heart beating. I don't know why. Probably because they thought it was super cool. But it was pretty stupid. And then the Hulkster monologues to himself about how he found home finally, and then but he was never really home because he's always fighting and killing and trying to get away from it all. I'm like falling into Bret Hart while trying to do Hulk Hogan. Well, but then he goes to this like just stool essentially, like this rocking chair at the end of the just like porch, and then sits down, and then the movie's over.
And slowly fades out, and we just hear Hulk Hogan's theme song.
Oh no, it doesn't slowly fade out. It just pans out, and then the credits start rolling while it's still panning out. And then after that, it is pretty cool because it's very obviously meant to be like a last hurrah for the franchise. So they start showing essentially the major moments from all the other 4 films, and then even going into this one, and then showing the major moments of this film to really show that this movie was like a homage to like the Rambo franchise as like the big finale.
So it was actually a surprisingly solid movie, it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, it's reviewing terribly, and it's made like no money. But honestly, I think if you went in wanting more than just like action, like nonsensical, violent action movie, that you made a terrible. Like, why would you see that movie? Like, that was just you saw the wrong movie then, because that's what that movie was going to be, and that's what it was. So I thought, you know what, it was pretty good. Like, it was a very solid, just violent action movie, and from a Rambo movie, that's all I really asked for. And that's my breakdown of Rambo Last Blood with all of your
Remember,
favorite
like,
wrestlers.
subscribe.
Yeah, be sure to share, and subscribe, guys.
All right, now the next request. I want to hear the first Rocky movie with all Naruto characters.
God.
All right, I'll have to rewatch Rocky before I do that because I want to make sure I get it as good as I can. But I will happily use any excuse to rewatch a Rocky film because well documented fact that I'm a fan of the Rocky franchise. I've loved all of the Rocky movies. I unfortunately have not seen the bad ones of 5 and Balboa, which I hear Balboa is fine and 5 is terrible. But I have seen every other one in their entirety multiple times. Rocky 2 is actually my favorite one.
Actually, scratch that. I want a
And
Dragon
Creed
Ball Z.
is really... You want Dragon Ball Z?
I want it to be Dragon Ball Z, the story of Goku and Vegeta.
but with Rocky. So you want me to see Rocky, but Rocky is Goku and Vegeta is
No,
Apollo Creed.
opposite.
Oh,
We're
okay.
going around back.
But you want okay.
Vegeta wins in the end.
I can do that. Yep.
Well, actually, no. I have seen the movie. He does not win in it.
No, he doesn't. But a very good movie. I love the Rocky films. I think Rocky 2 is my favorite. Second is actually probably Creed 1, and then Rocky 1 is third.
Which is the one with the Russian dude?
That is
one?
Rocky 4. Rocky 4.
Yeah.
That one is good for totally different reasons. It's because it's so silly and fucking ridiculous that it's awesome. Like, literally, the plot of the movie is Rocky fights in a boxing match to stop communism.
Yeah.
And he does
It's
it.
also to get.
What's up?
I said it was also to get revenge for them killing Apollo.
Well, that's why he's in the fight. But when he wins in Rocky canon, he literally stops communism by being in this boxing match. That is canon and an accepted fact in the rest of the series that yes, communism is saved and stopped by Rocky Balboa.
Oh, they're
so-
all right there.
I gotta say, this game is amazing for one specific reason.
I bet it's not great for that reason. But what's up?
Because one of the characters is, as far as I can tell,
Stupid
an
as shit.
AI stuffed inside a teddy bear.
Okay.
But he's voiced by Ice-T.
Hell yeah. I've heard that guy's cool. I didn't know he was a
What
teddy
game
bear
is
though.
this?
It's
I
Borderlands
played
3.
Borderlands 3.
Dumbass.
Oh, he's. Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh man. Damn
We
it.
almost had it.
Well, we almost got a draw. Damn it. I was hoping to ruin their day. Instead, it's another loss. Ugh. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Um,
Mushu... Moshu Death?
Moshuadeth?
Yeah.
Moshuadeth. But like, I don't know. This just seems weird to me. Ooh, I got a loot box though.
You didn't vote for,
I voted for me.
DQ Muhammad? Whatever
Nope.
his name was.
I voted for me. Where am I? Let's do one more.
Oh my god. I am dropping so bad. That's a low support.
Fair enough.
Not bad.
What's up? Your mic cut out.
My mic died.
Fair enough. But yeah, we'll do one more, and then I think we'll try some Gita.
Gran Turismo anime?
Yeah, Gran Turismo the anime.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I said, right?
Yeah. Here's the plan. We all jump off the map and let them win.
Why? I mean, I can do that for you, but that's up to you.
Because winning is for losers.
Because yeah,
We're obviously better than them. What's his face is trying to pop up. I forgot I could hear it. Oh shit, there's a May.
ow.
You have a May that's just standing there not doing anything?
A May?
Yeah.
I don't think so. She just died, so she would have had to been
Yeah,
doing
she was
something.
She was just standing next to the door not doing anything.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I believe in you. try to go up in the ground.
It'll literally be their downfall because they broke off from their entire team. But yeah, so I also had that con last weekend. It was a lot of fun. Our first panel was a huge success. I had so much fun. We did a good old, essentially it was a quiz panel, where we would pick people out. They would ask us any trivia or personal questions. If they gave us a personal question, we just refused to answer because we didn't like the answer, essentially. Then we would have to spin the wheel and take a punishment. Or if they gave us a trivia question and we just got it just got it wrong, then yeah, we'd also take a punishment. But it was loads of fun. Somebody tried to get me with a Dragon Ball question, which they were unsuccessful in doing.
The fool.
Bro, I know I know my Dragon Ball.
What a
Trying to think. Though, one of the funniest things from the weekend was actually when we were coming. So we were coming back to pretty much to do our panel, because so the damn it. So our panel, we grabbed our stuff and had to go bring it back from our car. But while getting it on our way back, so there was just some like people downtown just riding the like electric mopeds essentially that they've got for people to use downtown, but you like get charged for it. When they walked by us, we overheard them talking, and they literally said, "Man, that girl's wearing a helmet and that guy's got a mask. I don't know what's going on." and that I just thought that was so stupid. Like it's great because it's such a normal reaction to just how ridiculous going to a convention can be. It was pretty funny. I got a pretty big kick out of it.
They've been doing it for a while, though.
Yeah, this was their third year. But yeah, but still, you know, when you don't see it that often and you see a bunch of people in costumes, you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Often, they've probably never seen a con.
Probably not. They seemed like some skater dudes.
Those are the guys that were supposed to be at the Area 51 raid.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't back them
Only
up.
like 150. Only like 150 people showed up.
Tyler, what the fuck?
I'm disappointed anybody's shown up. 2 people got arrested. That's pretty awesome.
But they won't say for what.
For finding out the truth.
Probably for trespassing, I would imagine.
Yeah, they probably actually tried to get into the facility and was immediately like taken away.
Yeah, they got arrested at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds like what happened.
They're like, Kyle, go home.
Yeah, no, you know,
Back home.
I'm definitely one of those people who just keeps a man losing faith, bro.
Well, the next thing is the Ragnarok monster.
Yeah. Oh, just to attack myths. Where did he?
Find the monster, yeah.
God damn it. I can't fucking be healed. Just keep getting jumped every which way.
No, that was a team kill.
I don't think it actually was, but it was like we were all dead, but somebody respawned before it was a team kill.
So Isaac, you were right. Longsword's super popular.
Yeah.
I got in a match with 4 longsword users. That includes me.
Well, yeah, longsword's like the weeby weapon, bro.
Shit.
Oh, come
My
on,
weapon. Who are
guys.
these assholes?
I've been tripping motherfuckers for years. Who you? That's why I have flinch free on my armor sets now.
I know.
Yeah, I couldn't fight them all.
My legs! What is the fuck?
Oh, they almost just got off the point. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, dude. Never mind, it worked. Yay, they didn't full capture, but now we've got to push it pretty much the whole way.
We can do it.
Yeah, we can do it, so we're gonna try. Trying to think. So, I also got to meet John St. John, which that was pretty awesome.
Who is that? I saw you guys posted it, but
John
I
St. John is the fantastic voice of Duke Nukem.
Oh, okay, that's pretty dope.
He's also voiced like a shit ton of other stuff, but Duke Nukem is like the one instantly. It's like that's the character with a very iconic voice. So we went to his signing after his panel. Dude, it was very funny. So his panel was not an 18 plus panel, but he said since there was no kids there, he made it an 18 plus panel. But when kids actually did show up for his signings, so someone warned him about that, and they said, "Okay, guys, now it's a PG-13 panel. We can't say anything else."
No, you get one F-bomb. That's the rules.
So after that, after they did that, what ended up happening was, everybody came in, and then he took a cardboard box that was made to look like a cage, and then said, "This is for the kids to play with." The minute they came inside. And then after that, we had a good old time. With the signing. So he came up, or we went up to him. God, they just rushed us. So when we came in, finally got up to him. He said that, man, you guys came a bit late, 'cause we missed the whole of the panel. And I was just saying that, yeah, we we did. It was a shame, and he said we missed all the raunchy stuff. And I said I would probably really enjoyed it, and so we get our. So I go up for a picture. He pretty much just has his arm on my shoulder, and then decides to hug me instead and get really close to my face. After which he asked, "Was that close enough? Was that too embarrassing?" And I said, "No, I'm good, man." And then he said, "Well, then we should probably make it more embarrassing." And then he reaches for my dick, which I was ready for. I blocked him.
You should sue him. You should sue him.
I would not.
Zach is part of the Me Too movement now.
Johnson John took my dick.
So,
Only
so
women.
after that,
Attempted to.
after I stopped him, I said, "Nope,
After
I was
you were
ready."
sexually harassed.
I left. Like I got his picture. It was pretty funny. We left, and then after which, we ran into him again by coincidence. So we got really hungry.
By coincidence. He's after you, man.
Hell yeah.
I hope he hears this somehow.
Right, he's watching the stream, dude.
I bet.
So
You should have told him to.
I know, right?
Like, I'm gonna call you out for sexual harassment on mine. I guess I shouldn't say that.
No. He was a really nice guy.
Dude, you gotta be careful with that, though.
You know who else is a nice guy? Satan. And look where that got him.
Became a fallen angel.
Yeah, Satan was trying to touch dicks. The guy was like,
Thanks, Junkrat. So after that, we went to this diner that was like a block away. Like it's like literally next door because it's like right across the street. So we went there. We went there last year too. It's pretty decent little diner. I forget its name though. I think it's like the Eileen Grill or something like that.
You should have gone to that Thai restaurant downtown.
Oh, that was like way away from there. That was like that was way down the road. I didn't want to. We were trying to. Also, this was like I think midnight, so not. We had to go somewhere that was open.
Good point.
That's fair.
Damn it. So after that,
Isaac, now I'm in a fight against the Diablos with 3 lances and a gun lance.
Yeah, boy.
You hear do.
Oh, I found out how to do the max deeps with the gun lance, and it's pretty stupid. Or more accurately, I did a damage roll. I did a damage build for it. It's like, oh. You're sitting on the ground. I hope you don't mind me doing like 1,300 damage to you while you just sit on the ground. Okay, we gotta troll Andy. We gotta go out someday. Double, me, you, and Jaime, all long sword. Just trip the shit out of some random fucking guy. Did you? We all have to have flinch free eye. We all have to be following this dude around. Dude, we're hitting where we can, man. You know, you don't always get like great options.
We're all just standing on these fucking health boosters.
Uber coming up behind us.
damn, I'm trying to kill this.
Nobody on reload. What?
No, he rejoined. I think he had a connection issue. Shit, I'm so dead.
I can push him away. Woods.
Junkrat's still behind, or Reaper is still behind you guys.
He used his ult to solo me.
Oh, and he and everyone else lived. Soldier is not dead though. We won. I just backed up away from Reaper and then you booped him away.
Yeah, so he can hit to you.
Hell yeah. We actually did it. Cool. We might have lost every match, but at least we ended on a win. Jeez. How did they not cap after that? That's what I want to know. Damn. And our top kills was 33, their top kills was 42.
I voted for the wrong guy. I meant to vote for myself.
I voted for you. Damn, I got a shit ton of experience for that too. Yay, finally, more points, not less. Alright, well I think we'll call it on Overwatch for tonight. So you know, catch us at the next stream. You guys got anything you wanted to say before we sign off?
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, somebody's got to do Tayshawn's thing, right?
I gotta make this build.
I guess not. Just remember, don't kill Sasha Banks. Hulk Hogan will murder you, even if you're Eddie Guerrero. Brother. Alright, we'll see you at the next one. Stay lucky.